Welcome to another edition of Swim Easy Speed. My name is Tim Floyd. I'm a longtime swim coach and triathlon coach. And today we're going to cover, this is going to be the first in a series of videos that I'm going to do just on freestyle fundamentals. And I've, worked with, it's coming on kind of 700-800 athletes at this point, triathletes at this point. And, these are some of the things over the years that I've seen that are sometimes triathletes coming into the sport of triathlon, particularly with swimming. These are some of the fundamentals that they don't have and struggle with. And so the first one that we're going to cover here today is just breathing. And one of the things that I've seen a lot is athletes that when their face is in the water, they don't want to exhale. And, look, it's totally understandable. You want to hang on to that air. You don't want to feel like you're tapped out and you desperately have to breathe and then make a movement that you can't really control. And so what you've got to do is you've got to get comfortable with really exhaling all of your air underwater while your face is in the water so that when you turn your head to the side to breathe, it's all an inhale. And that's really vital so that you don't feel like you're suffocating. Because one of the things is if you try to, what you'll see is a lot of new swimmers will try to exhale and inhale when their head is turned to the side to breathe. And there's just not enough time. And so what happens is you get a buildup of CO2. So you exhale a little bit of the CO2 and try to take in more air. And then as you go along, it just keeps on building up where there's just more and more CO2 and less O2. And that becomes a problem. And so then you'll see a lot of people will just shoot straight up in the water and try to get their face and head out, and they'll feel like they're suffocating. And so that's what this is all trying to, these fundamentals of the stroke are all trying to kind of get around. So here's just, this is a progression that if you're just starting out, you'll want to go through. And so we're going to start out with just really blowing the bubbles. You just blow bubbles. And you're trying to, if you want to exhale through your nose, mouth, just get all that air out. And where you're blowing the bubbles. So you can see here's an underwater. Just blow the bubbles out. Get all that bad air out so you've got room to put the good air in. And then we're just doing it right here. We're standing in place in the water, and not a big deal. This is the only thing that we're focused on. So then the next progression is going to be just to kind of start to put the stroke into the breath so you can start to get the timing. And what I'll do is I'll back it up here a little bit and then put it in a slow motion so you can see. So here we go. Nice, just even, equal strokes. You're not really pulling hard. You're just trying to stay in place. And then you want that arm, as the other arms are covering, come back. That's kind of what closes off the breath. So, and then as the other arm goes out, that's when the breath happens. And then you're making sure that it's all kind of recovered and your face is back in the water before the other arm is recovered and on top of it. So then the last progression is where we then start out like the second progression. We're just in place, kind of stroking. We're getting that timing down. We're blowing bubbles. And then what we do is just stand in place, get the timing down, and then just push off and start swimming. Nice and relaxed. And if you're just starting out, use fins on this. It'll keep you, it'll make it a lot easier. You won't have to feel like you're struggling to kind of get on the water. And you can really focus then on these components. And that's what you want to do. You want to break it down, make it really, really simple so that you can do this kind of gradual progression of this skill, of the skill of kind of breathing in the water. And so, yeah, that's one of the kind of first fundamental video that we'll start this series with is just the breath, learning how to breathe in swimming. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to answer questions. And thank you for tuning in. You can like, share, comment down below. And you can follow us on Instagram at SwimEasySpeed.